Hello students, I'm going to talk to you about measurements. In the United States we use standard measures, customary measures, feet, inches, yards, miles, pounds. So we want to, this sheet will be up on Google Classroom for you. It's good to know how many inches are in a foot, or how many inches are in a yard, how many feet are in a yard. Those things may or may not be on your formula sheet. You can look back on that, the formula sheet for the HiSET test. But there are methods that we can use to solve questions and to convert between units of measure. One way I like to remember how to do it is to think, if I'm going from a large unit of measure to a smaller unit of measure, say going from feet to inches, I'm going to need more of those little inches. So I'm going to have to multiply. But if I'm going from little bitty inches to great big feet, I don't need as many, so then I will divide. Okay, and that's on this sheet right here that I have for you. Convert from larger to smaller, we multiply. Convert from smaller to larger, we divide. Okay, so I've got a worksheet here for you, so I just want to go over that a little bit so you can practice doing that. I'll show y'all a couple of methods here. Okay, so on your worksheet, looks like this. Okay, so let's look at our first one right here. We already have an example here. 39 inches will equal how many feet, and if we have any leftover inches, how many leftover inches. Okay, so we have 39 inches. We know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. We think of our ruler. A ruler is a foot, and there are 12 inches on our ruler. There are 3 of these in a yardstick. Okay, so we have 36 inches in a yardstick. 3 feet, 36 inches. All right. Now, we can use our calculator for this, but the calculator is going to give us a decimal, okay? So what I want to do, I'm going from inches to larger feet, so I'm going to need to divide, right? So I will put my 39 inches inside my division box, and I will divide 12 into that because there are 12 inches in a foot. Now I could go ahead and say 39 divided by 12, but I've got a decimal. It'll go 3 times and 25 hundredths more. I don't want to have to convert that 0.25 into inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the 3 for my whole number. 12 will go into 39 3 times, and that's going to be how many feet we have. But we're going to have some leftover inches. So I'm going to find my remainder here. Old school division is going to save the day here. 3 times 12 gives me 36. And when I subtract 39 minus 36, I have a remainder of 3. That remainder is going to be how many extra inches we have. So we have 3 feet, 3 inches. That equals 39 inches. Okay, we can also think about this as a proportion. If there are 12 inches in 1 foot, there are 39 inches in how many feet? Okay, so we know everything except for one part. To solve a proportion, you cross multiply the two numbers that you have that are catty-corner to one another, and then you divide that by the number that is catty-corner to your question mark, because these are equivalent ratios. 12 is to 1 as 39 is going to be to 3 feet 3 inches. Okay? So you can see it like that. That will help you to realize what I need to do in order to solve that. Okay, let's do one more here. Let's go to our next one. We have 52 inches equal how many feet, and if we have any, how many leftover inches. Okay, once again, we know there are 12 inches in 1 foot. Therefore, we're going to put 52 inside our division box and divide that by 12. Okay? If you want to see what whole number you get, you can use your calculator. That's okay. 52 divided by 12. Okay? So we know that 12 will go into 52 4 times. We're just not going to use that decimal there. We're going to finish it out right here. Old school division. 4 times 12 gives us 48, and we subtract. We have a remainder of 4. So we have 4 feet, 4 inches equal 52 inches. Okay, let's do one more just for good measure. Okay, right here we have 2,500 pounds, LB stands for pounds, equals how many tons, that's our biggest unit of measure, and how many leftover pounds. Okay, so we know that there are 2,000 pounds equal 1 ton. So I will put 2,500 inside my division box, and I will divide that by 2,000. Well, we can see that 2,000 will go into 2,500 one time. 1 times 2,000 is 2,000. When I subtract, I have 500 left over. So I have 1 ton and 500 pounds. 1 ton, 500 pounds is equivalent to 2,500 pounds. Okay, I will, no, let's go ahead and do going from big units to small units, because if I have a big unit here and I have a basket on the ground, I want to fill it with little ones, I'm going to have to multiply, right? Multiply to get a whole bunch of the little ones. Okay, so yards and inches for this first one here. We have 6 yards equal how many inches? Okay, so we know that there are 36 inches equal, and I should write inches there, equal 1 yard. So we're going to multiply by 36. Okay, so 36 times 6 is going to tell us that we have 216 inches in 6 yards. Okay, our next one, we have 4 feet equals how many inches? Well, we know that there are 12 inches in a foot. So we're going to multiply by 12. So 4 times 12 will tell us that there are 48 inches in 4 feet. Okay, so you all practice this. Some of these measurements, they will give you, some of them you'll kind of need to know, like there are 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 365 days in a year, 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute. Those things they will expect you to know, and you may have to use that. Okay, well, I will see you next time on our next video. We'll work on some metric measures. See you next time.